So always knock off any bubbles or nodules that you see on the occluding surfaces of your cast in order to ensure that you get an accurate mounting between the two casts. In order to do the suck down, we want to punch a hole through the center of your cast. We're going to make the vacuum form suck down on the maxillary. So drill a hole in your palate, and that'll help the splint material tightly adapt to the teeth. So you want to draw your height of contour. So you can just take a mechanical pencil and draw your height of contour, and that's the line where we want our splint material to end approximately on the teeth. So you're going to trim that splint to just maybe below the height of contour, maybe right at it. If you engage too much of the undercuts and you don't trim enough, it's going to be very difficult for you to remove the splint material from the cast. So go ahead and heat up your splint material. When it starts to drop, you want to obviously pull it down and turn on the vacuum. I like to use a little wet paper towel to help adapt the material as it's cooling. What you'll do is take a hot lab knife to start to separate the splint material from the cast. This is going to take you some time as we're using a 0.08 thick splint material. So it takes a bit of heating for us to get through the material. So initially I'll go through with an initial cut, and you kind of go back and forth and really let the heated instrument do most of the work for you. But be patient with it. It's a really thick material, so it's going to take some time. Once I've made my initial cut, I'll go back. Sometimes what happens is as the plastic material cools, it'll come back together and kind of glue itself back together. So as I go, I'll cut a little bit and pull just to make sure the two pieces are separated. So I'll cut a little bit and pull. So once you get the splint material mostly removed, you can take your buffalo knife, and I go in the palate area and just start to pry it loose a little bit. Then I'll come to the anterior and pry it a little bit. You kind of want to go slow because you want to prevent yourself from breaking the cast. That's the last thing you want to do, is break the teeth off. So you can go back now that the splint material is off the cast. Now it's much easier to trim out the palate area. So we'll take it back with our acrylic burr, and you just want to trim the edges, and you want to smooth them out. So again, it should be close to the height of contour of the teeth. This will not allow for enough of the splint to engage the teeth to hold it secure. At the same time, it's not going to be so tight that it's hard to remove because of all the undercuts.